Are we starting together?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. As you read by today's title, you're about to get into. So, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Take out the top, baby, let's ride. I'm with my dog, I pick the side. She want the boss, the one on the tribe. Yeah. I'm out the one and just throw it when we ride. I bent the corner straight, the wheel in the tires. Put 20 hoes on a boat till they tired. Okay.
Today, I have my good friend Jasmine with me.
Hi, everybody. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at jazz.men_xo.
Period. Today, we're going to be answering some questions about zodiac signs. We're not going to get too much into y'all's tea, but
we do got some things we need to clarify as.
Yeah,
I have some questions.
Yeah, so we thought of some questions on our own, but we also asked y'all to give us questions for us to answer.
So the first question that we got from Jaylyn's Instagram was, why do male Virgos act like that? And you know what I'm talking about.
I can't really give an answer, but I do know what you're talking about.
Personally, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she doesn't really know, but I know. Male Virgos, it's just, y'all got a lot going on, and I've heard similar things from multiple people, and everybody can't be lying. So
yeah, I haven't. I've known Virgos, but I don't know any male Virgos, so I don't really know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but
y'all got issues, to say the least. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. Like we said, we're not gonna chop y'all up today. But yeah. So the next question was, what's the best male zodiac sign overall?
What do you think?
These are men we're talking about.
Right.
I would say, from my personal experience, I would say, I would say Libras. I think overall, Libras are very charming people, but as a man to be charming, it's attractive. So, and plus they're really sweet and stuff if they like you.
I really don't even know what my answer is. Honestly, don't eat me up for this. But
hold on. Cause what you want to say?
I'm gonna just have to say Scorpios, but that's only because my dad is a Scorpio, and I feel like he has set a really great example.
And she didn't just say Scorpio because I said Libra.
Yeah, that's not what it is. My dad has set a very great example for what a man should be and what he should do. So I feel like I would have to choose him, but that's only because my experience with everybody else, it's just not nothing for me to sit here and be like, yeah, it's a difference between good times and really what your quality traits are.
Ooh, so that's good. Yeah, because some people just show you a good time, but they're here for a good time. So I'm like, I'm good. So now we're about to get into the questions from my Instagram, and y'all kind of disappointed, but it's okay. The first question was, would you date your own sign?
Personally, I would not. I would not, because we both can't be indecisive. And like she said, I think we're very charming signs, and sometimes that's on accident, and I don't have time for that.
Very flirtatious.
I do not have time for that at all, so nah.
I would not date a Scorpio, but I wouldn't say I would be opposed to it, but I wouldn't seek out to date a Scorpio. I feel like if I was in a relationship with a Scorpio, I feel like I would never really know them, because I feel like I know, you
that
know,
makes sense.
I just I feel I'm gonna leave it at that, but I just feel like I would never really truly know them, and so it will always just be me wondering how much we're alike and how much we're different. You know what I'm saying? Because we're both Scorpios, so it's what traits of you do I have, and vice versa, and what are the good ones, what are the bad ones? What are we doing? So yeah, no. The question was, what is our favorite and least favorite thing about each other's signs? So my favorite thing about Libras is probably like how good energy they are. Like even males and females, like I've never met a female Libra that's like problematic or like, you know, everybody's just chill. Like Libras are real chill people, and I think they have good judgment. Like I trust their judgment. Like they're the types of people that I would, besides a Scorpio, they're the types of people I would go to and be like, what do you think? You know, my least my least favorite thing about Libras is that like once y'all's mind is made up, like that's it. And like you can be very wrong and like your mind is still made up and that's it. So it's kind of borderline delusional, but we love y'all anyway. And then on top of that, like the indecisiveness as somebody who knows what they like dealing with somebody who doesn't know what they like that's kind of annoying. But those are the only two things, and I feel like they're more of like annoying things, not necessarily like I don't like that, you know?
So my favorite thing or things about Scorpios, honestly, what is there to not like about Scorpios? Like Scorpios have my heart. Like I just love Scorpios. I feel like Scorpios, they just understand like the things that I say, but also the things I don't say. Like I don't have to sit here and over explain myself.
And I feel like Libras are the same way.
Yeah, like it's just like I'll explain something, and whether it's her, my dad, or my other Scorpio friends, it's like all I gotta say is like one or two sentences, and they're already thinking the same way I'm thinking, and I'm like, okay, so I'm not tripping on this basically.
Right, yeah.
So they also have good judgment, so I really appreciate that. Also, Scorpios are very funny. Every Scorpio I know is hilarious, so that's great. My least favorite things about Scorpios, Scorpios can be stubborn. Like, no, personally, no shade to my dad, love you, but he can be a bit stubborn sometimes. Just like today, okay, quick example. Just like today, I had told him about something that happened 4 years ago because it was in my Snapchat memories. I had to sit here and show this man my Snapchat memory so that he knew for proof, like, oh, that actually was 4 years ago. As if me telling you, that it wasn't. Exactly, as if me telling you that it was 4 years ago, it was in my Snapchat memories was not going to suffice. So
we need evidence and proof for everything, or it's not.
Like I just pulled that out my behind, like that, and also I feel like Scorpios can be very like nitpicky, and that's not just for my dad. Like Scorpios, I know they have like tendencies to be nitpicky, not all the time, but it would just be like certain situations, and I just be like,
what are you at for?
Yeah, like I know sometimes we'll be talking and she'll be telling me about a situation or whatever, and I'm like, Jazz, is this really how we feel? Or is it something different?
like, what is really going on?
Exactly. So
yeah.
But that's not like a turn off or deterrent. I mean, everybody got their ways about it. You know, so I just be like, okay. Like, she's okay. So now we're gonna move on to our personal questions. So that was the rest of the Instagram questions.
Yes. So now we have our own personal questions that we want to ask. First question is there a zodiac deal breaker for you? Like, is there a sign you won't date?
Yes, absolutely, and it's gonna be Leos. If you tell me you're a Leo, I'm sorry. If you tell me you're a Leo, I'm going the opposite way.
I love Leos. I don't know. I like their swag, kinda. They cool.
They need to be humble.
That too, though.
That'd be my main issue.
Yeah,
like, if they weren't so up here, I could deal with them. But
yeah, and like as a man, never mind.
I'm not gonna
like as a man, it's not my job. Like you shouldn't want me to constantly, or you shouldn't constantly feel the need for me to have to stroke your ego. Like I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. But I feel like if there was a sign that I just absolutely hands down would not date, it would an Aquarius. Because overall, I just think Aquarius are weird people. And I don't mean weird in like oh, you weird, like you weird. Like, you know how people call people weird? Yeah. I'm not calling them weird like that, although some people that I know who are Aquarius are weird like that. But like, I'm not saying, but I also know a lot of Aquarius, so it's like they're just very like closed off people. Like they're very to themselves, and I'm like that too. So it's like we both can't be like that. So yeah, I don't think I would ever date an Aquarius. I feel like they would never like let me in, or they would take. I would have to do too much. Like,
that's a fair assessment.
yeah. Next question is, as a Scorpio or a Libra, like what are some stereotypes that you see like in the media about yourself, and like do you agree with them? Like, how are you misjudged?
The indecisiveness, I feel like I'm misjudged because here we are. I am indecisive, but it's only about certain things. Like when it comes to major important things, like I know exactly what I want, what I want to do, what I don't want, what I don't want to do.
Exactly.
But like if it's something as simple as where you want to eat at, that's a misjudgment. And also, I mean, I don't see it, but like the flirtiness, I don't see that. In the media, they make it seem like that's all we do, and I'm not really like that. But I feel like let's really get into the nitty-gritty of things. What's your credit score? What are we really talking about here? I feel like if I'm feeling you, I will be that way. But I don't sit here like the way they make it seem like I don't sit here just like anybody attractive, I'm gonna flirt with you. Because
it's not.
I'm not like that.
I feel like maybe when they say that it's like male representation more than female. Because I wouldn't necessarily say that about female Libras either. Like, I wouldn't call them, like, extremely flirtatious.
But male Libras are very flirtatious.
But it's because they're so charming and, like, nice. Like, stop. You don't have to do that with everybody, you know?
Emphasis on with everybody. So what's yours?
I feel like the media kind of makes Scorpios seem to be, like, very evil. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, very dark, very evil. And, like, I don't like that. Because
you got on a whole Hello Kitty shirt.
Right. Like, I don't feel like I'm, like, an evil or, like, a gothic person. I do feel like I have an edgy side that comes out in, like, the way that I dress. Like, some of my outfits are more edgier than others. Like, I do like to wear all black. Like, I love wearing all black. Like, that's just me. But, like, I'm not gothic. I don't like do some of the stuff that they be talking about. And also the fact that we're manipulative, I don't see that. Like, but I've also, that was another thing I was gonna say, I've also never dealt with a male Scorpio, so I don't know if it's like male representation with that. But they say like Scorpios overall, like male and female, are very manipulative. And I don't see that because I don't think that I'm manipulative. I feel like, first of all, I would never like ever manipulate anybody that I love. Like my friends, my family, I would never do that. However, if I'm in a situation where like I have to outsmart a stranger, like so that I can get the better end of the deal or so that I can walk away, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I see if somebody's trying to outsmart me. Like,
having classes with you, I could definitely say that.
Yeah, then it's that. But like, I'm not gonna manipulate like my friends. Like, I'm not by nature like a sneaky manipulative person. Like, that's not me. So maybe that's just not me.
Right.
Like that maybe other Scorpios are like that in their nature, but I don't know. It's not me. So the next question is: do you agree with the signs on that the internet says that you're the most compatible with?
I'll let you go first.
As a water sign, we're most compatible with earth signs. So and I think like if you look up like a Scorpio's like soulmate or whatever, it's a Pisces. I don't think that, but I think it says we're most like compatible with Taurus and whatever the earth signs are.
Capricorn and Virgos.
Yeah, there we go. I will say I'm very compatible with Capricorns. I have friends that I've been friends with for a long time that are Capricorns. I have friends that I've been friends with that are Virgos too. And plus Taurus, my mom is a Taurus and I have a very good relationship with her. So I would say definitely that one, because I think Taurus and Scorpio are sister signs and I can definitely see that. But I feel like I'm more compatible with signs that are not earth signs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
Yeah. Like, if anything, I feel like I'm more compatible with fire signs. Like, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius.
That actually makes sense for you.
Because I have a very fiery personality. But my Leo is a rising. I mean, I'm a Leo rising. So maybe that's why. Maybe that makes sense.
What was mine? That I was compatible with?
It says that you're compatible with fire signs.
Okay, I don't agree with that at all. The only one that I can say I agree with is Sagittarius. Because I actually do have a great time with Sagittarius. Like, I have had friends who are Sagittarians.
Really?
Yes, like...
What is the great time that you have?
I feel like Sagittarians, they're also really understanding too. And what doesn't get seen by them is their compassion. Like, and this is just solely going based off of my friends and old friends that I've had who were Sagittarians. Like, from what they showed me,
so you never like talked to a Sagittarius?
No, but I don't know how long that would last because they are a fire sign and it's fire signs. It's just, for me personally, I don't have the patience to deal with a fire sign. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and humble you every day. You think you the ish and all that, because I think I said I was compatible with other air signs. I don't necessarily agree with that either. Geminis are a little bit crazy. Aquarians, just from the few I know, they are like you said, like, it's kind of a mystery, or like they're really closed off, or like they like to run away from their issues. I'm definitely not like that.
Flighty people. I wouldn't say they're flighty people. I just think that when they're going through stuff, like, their misery doesn't like company, and I'm the same way. But like,
I feel like I'm more compatible with earth signs and water signs. Yes.
The next question is, what is something that you wish people knew about you and your sign?
I wish people knew that we were emotionally detached for a reason. I feel like we're emotionally detached, but we're also not emotionally detached. We just gotta have that bond for that not to be an issue or a thing. But I feel like Libras, we go through some really difficult things. Not saying that other signs don't, but like on a different type of level, like with trust and all of that, I feel like we experience more of that than most other signs do. So I feel like that kind of plays into us being emotionally attached. And that's not like on purpose, but like,
that's just how y'all
it's just how we are. Like, and you just got to get to know us in order for that side to come out. So that's what I wish people knew more. Like, it's a reasoning for it, and also not everybody is like that.
True. I would say I wish people knew that Scorpios, like, I feel like people think Scorpios don't have any emotions. Like, we're very emotionless. Like, we don't care, but very nonchalant. And that kind of goes back to the other question, like media, like stereotypes. I feel like Scorpios are very emotional people. Like, I'm an emotional person, but it's like, I don't necessarily react off of every emotion, so you won't know. But like, on the inside, like, that made me mad. Like, that irritated me. But it's especially gotten better as I've gotten older and like matured. So like, becoming more emotionally mature has also helped. But it's like, I don't have to always react to stuff, so you won't always know. Also, I just wish people knew how much we feel things. Like, we feel things at, well, I can't speak for everybody, but I know I feel things very deeply. Like, whatever it is, even if I'm happy, I'm not just happy, I'm like excited, over the moon, like where we're going, what we doing, like all of that. So, and if I'm sad, I'm not just sad, like I'm very sad. If I'm scared, I'm like petrified, you know, like, it's just,
there's no in between.
It's no in between. It's very extreme. So it's like, I just wish people understood that. So it's like, when I'm reacting and when I do react, like, maybe I am being dramatic, but this is me. So if you were stuck on an island with 4 other signs, which ones would you pick and why? This is the only time I would want a Sagittarius with me, and the only reason I would want a Sagittarius with me is because I know personally I would be freaking out. Like I would be I would just be freaking out. And so I would need somebody there that doesn't take anything serious. So we're stranded on some island. They don't care. They're dancing in the sand. They don't care. So like I need that in a way. So I would need a Sagittarius there with me. I would want a Libra there. Just so that, like, I have somebody, because, like, I'm not going to converse with the person that's dancing in the sand. Like, I need somebody to talk to. What's the plan? Like, you know, so I would need, like, somebody that I can really have a conversation with, like, about getting off the island. And then I would probably want another Scorpio. But I feel like that could be problematic. So, I don't know. If we're both spiraling, like, we need to chill. Like, everybody needs to calm down. Everybody needs to calm down. So I don't know. But I would say a Scorpio as far as like logic wise, like putting our heads together, like getting off the island. And then a Taurus. Because I feel like Taurus are very motherly. Like they just have a motherly, most Taurus that I know are very motherly. Like they just have a take care of home, like everything is taken care of, so like they'll just be helpful. I feel like
a few of my answers are kind of similar.
Okay.
Of course I was gonna say Scorpio, but again, Scorpios, like the Scorpios I know would freak out, and that's good. Like listen,
don't need me on that island.
Listen, but the thing is, it's like we would though, because like you said, for logic reasonings, like I will say y'all do think very outside the box, so that is needed. So I would say Scorpio. I was gonna say a Sagittarius, but not first. I was gonna say a Sagittarius because I feel like they would keep their cool in a situation like that. Like
that kind of goes with what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't take it serious. Like they know that we're gonna be okay, but still, what is going on? Like.
Okay, I'm gonna say a Cancer because I actually get along well with Cancers.
Really?
I really do.
Interesting.
And it's Cancers are one of those people like you just gotta. It's kind of like me. Like you just gotta sit down and like really take that time to really understand and know them. But Cancer's energy, just like overall in general, they have really good energy. So I feel like that would be needed too, and I think Cancers are smart. I would hope so, but it's okay if they're not because we got other signs that yeah. And my last sign that I would choose would have to be Virgos, because Virgos are actual like critical thinkers, and I will give them that. Like they plan stuff out really well.
I can second that.
They like to plan stuff out really well. So it's like what one sign's lacking, they'll probably be able to pick up and put all together and be outside.
That's a good way to think about it. I like that. So, yeah. Do you prefer to have friends within the same zodiac element as you, or are you open to more signs? I only have one other friend that's a Scorpio, and she's not even a November Scorpio. She's an October Scorpio. But no, there's nothing wrong with that.
I will say I have a really, really, really close friend. Shout out to her, who is October Scorpio, and I can definitely tell the difference between October
like
Scorpios
she balances
and November Scorpios.
Like sometimes when I'm like, like she's like, Jess, brush it off your shoulders. I'm like, okay, if it don't bother her, like maybe I am chilling. Like maybe it is me. Like maybe it is me. So yeah, but she's like the only friend that I have that's a Scorpio. So like all my other friends are like other signs. So I'm definitely open to having like friends that are other signs.
I'm definitely open. It's like rare when I come across people who are Libras too, because I don't know why this is rare for me, but yeah, it is. Yeah, I know a few Libras. As far as like my actual element, I don't mind being cool with people who are also air signs. We actually be having a good kiki. I just would never date any. I would just never date any of them. But I'm not closed off to any other signs or whatever.
See, I'm definitely open to like being friends with other water signs. I just don't have any. So, because what is it? Scorpio, Pisces,
and Cancer.
Yeah, I don't really have any. My niece is a Pisces. That's the only friend I can kind of say. But other than that, yeah, no. So, but I'm definitely open. Do you judge people based off of their zodiac sign?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I think it depends. It depends. I feel like if you've kind of shown traits before, like if it's one of the situations where I don't tell you off rip, like, hey, I'm Libra, and then we start. No, but if it's like I kind of known you before, and then through conversation you tell me what your sign is, I'm be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I judge people. Well, it kind of is judging. Well, I guess I do. My judgment is not a judgment of your character.
Yeah.
Like, it's more of like a judgment of what you're showing me based off of what I know. So I feel like it's not really judging in like a personal, like really personal. But I will kind of look at some of the things that you do and be like, does it pair with your zodiac sign? And half of the time it does. So there's that. If you could remove one zodiac sign, which one would you remove from all the zodiacs? Like, they were gone. Done. I still away go.
This might come as a surprise, but honestly, I would probably remove Aries. And I'm not surprising because they'd be like, that's my sister sign, blah, blah.
It's the no.
For one, my mama always told me to stay away from Aries. Just Aries in general, it's a lot. Like, insane in the membrane is their slogan. Aries that I know or Aries that I have dealt with, it's like some of the pieces are missing, and that's not even like a slight to them, but for real, it's insane in the membrane. I would probably remove them because it's a little
wacky over there.
Yeah.
If I had to remove any sign from the zodiacs, it would so I have two. The first one is a joke. The first one is a joke. The second one I'm being for real. The first one is Sagittarius. Y'all can go. Exit stage left. Thank you.
Why I feel like I don't know you talking about you.
But it's honestly because I feel like Sagittarius are so sneaky.
Oh yeah.
They're very sneaky people. And as a Scorpio, I feel like we have this natural urge to bring things into the light. To whatever's done in the dark, a Scorpio will bring it into the light. So it's just like I always constantly find myself calling out a Sagittarius. So it's like y'all can go, because like the sneaky tactics and the mind games just go like, I don't know who you thought you was and what you thought this was, but yeah, I see very straight through that. But that was a joke. The real ones that can go are Aquarius. Like, I don't hate Aquarius. I just feel like they deserve to be somewhere on their own. So they can be outside of the 12 zodiac signs. It can be 11. They can be in their own lane somewhere. Because I feel like they would rather have it that way anyway.
I can see that.
So let's everybody respect Aquarius and boot them.
So that was all for today's video.
Yes, sadly it's come to an end, but we appreciate the questions that everybody did, as this has been so fun making. I'll definitely come as a guest again. So
yes, she will be back. So yeah,
I will be back.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Yeah. I'm out the one and just throw it when we ride. I bent the corner straight, the wheel in the tires. Put 20 hoes on a boat till they tired. Okay.